Okay, I think it's time to add a couple more stickers to the old kegerator. Why not? So this one's pretty good. Big Stump Brew Co. out of Sacramento, local to me. I think I'm going to put it here. This is a good spot. If you read this in a row, it kind of says Belching Beaver, Whack Off, Big Stump, Yeti. What's going on here? Let's see. There we go, that works. Scoot this one up a little bit. There we go. This thing's pretty awesome. Grinkfest 7 fridge magnet. Scoot it up here a bit. There we go. Now, these are a couple good ones. Let's see here. This one from John also. Let's see. Current status: married, single, drunk. Well, working on the third one. Okay. So where should I put that? I think somewhere up here maybe, or over here. That might be a good spot. Right there. Kind of stealth. That looks pretty good there. And got this sticker. A little dinky, tiny, screaming hand sticker. Pretty awesome. Goes with the skate theme. So I think maybe I gotta put that. Where should I put that? Probably right here. I think that'll work good there. Nice. Looks pretty good. Let's see here. I double check the ones I put on last time. So I got the I Want to Believe sticker. That looks like a Blockbuster from back in the day. Oh, there actually is another screaming hand sticker here, isn't there? Yep. Cool. Alright, got a couple more stickers on. I think it's time to have a little bit of beer and play some games tonight. I'm going to start tonight off with a little bit of Scrimshaw Pilsner style beer from North Coast Brewing. It's actually a light beer, believe it or not. I like talking to myself when I pour beers, by the way. I think it's around 100 calories and only 2 grams of carbs per serving. So start off with something kind of light. And as always, my kegs seem to run a little strong. Extra foam there. And my Alvarado Street Brewing glass. Nice and clear. A little bit darker for a light beer. Refreshing. Good stuff. Decided to drop in and visit, huh? Alright, so here we are again. I think this is the way I like starting off my videos, is add a couple stickers to the old kegerator, maybe have a beer to start off with, and then break into the actual beer. But yeah, it's been an interesting last couple weeks for me. I wound up having to have shoulder surgery a couple weeks ago. I just got the arm sling off a couple days ago, so working on doing my 12-ounce lifts to get the shoulder back in shape. I think it's just a combination of too much roughhousing when I was in my BMX days. Pretty much age 16 to 26. Those 10 years I was pretty abusive on the old body, and now it's starting to come back. So I had what the doctor called subscapularis tendinosis, which is kind of like a chronic pain of the tendon that's kind of near the rotator cuff and the collarbone in there. So about 6 months ago, started off with doing cortisone shot. Doctor said that probably only will help for a few months. If the pain comes back, then most likely we should do surgery. So sure enough, that's what happened. So this has been going on for maybe a year and a half, 2 years now, progressively worse over the last year. So still pretty painful. Takes a while to heal up, but yeah, that 10-ounce weight started feeling. So anyways, when they wound up cutting in, he found that he had to shave the collarbone, the clavicle, about 10 millimeters, 3/8 inch-ish. And then there was this other little bone that sticks out that he took about 6 millimeters off that. And then there was another bone that had a lot of arthritic buildup, arthritis, I guess, starting to kick in. I don't know. Oh well, life goes on. So he went around and shaved all that, the arthritis buildup. It looked kind of like the picture. I'll see if I'll share a picture, warning graphic a little bit. But it looks kind of like bumpy cauliflower, almost pinkish bone. But anyway, so I think I'll be back full swing here in the next month or two, but not much going on in the arcade since surgery, so just been taking it easy. But anyway, so it's actually, I wanted to do this a couple days ago, but my fault. I'm not the most tech savvy downloading stuff and updating stuff, so wound up getting it all finished up here earlier tonight. So there's a product called BitKit by CraftyMech, and if you look that up online, you can find the information on it. But it's basically a really well done FPGA board that recreates games that you just can't find anymore. They either were very little made or just didn't do well, and they weren't earning enough money. But as collectors, we like playing these oddball weird games. So he's got about 30 or 40 games on it right now, and it seems like once or twice a year, maybe 3 times a year, he updates, makes a few more new games. So it's a really awesome product to support. He's just a collector like the rest of us, but Aaron is his name, so thanks Aaron for making such an awesome product. Cheers. So he just did an update a couple days ago, and one of the games that man, if I could have ever found a circuit board, I would own it, but it's just so uber rare. It's called Eeekk. So it's, I believe, based on a Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man hardware, and it's a matter of swapping out some ROM chips, maybe a daughter card, reprogramming some jumpers. I don't know, beyond my scope of abilities. So, but yeah, I actually had one, not my own, but about 3 years ago, I helped put on a tournament at California Extreme. It was called Prototype. Let's see if I can get this off here. Come on. All right, took a little work to get it off there. So anyways, it was called Prototype. It was a tournament we put on at California Extreme. This is the poster we made. Actually, behind the scenes, I coordinated with California Extreme to. I really wanted to do a tournament that would draw attention to the really rare oddball games. So with the help of my good friend Andrew, 34K, we came up with the theme called Prototype. There's a really fun podcast at the time called Arcade Outsiders. So they basically hosted it. Myself and Andrew put it together. I came up with the model for this. Kind of an exploded assembly of your basic Wiko style joystick. So I actually generated all that in SolidWorks, the software I do. Sent the files to Andrew, who basically converted it and redid it into this theme to look like kind of like a blueprint theme. But yeah, it was really fun. So that was back in was that July of 2016, so almost 3.5 years ago. But yeah, that was a great time because getting all the attention to those oddball games. One of the problems we had though was a lot of the prototypes. There aren't really any settings, or they automatically had continued features. So there was no real way that the referee would be able to gauge the scoring. Probably half the games that we wanted to have in had to get pulled, and then we replaced them with other games. So just really rare games. I wanted them pretty much all to be prototype style games, but anyways, we wound up having a bunch that were just really rare games. So like Chicken Shift, there's more of those now, but at the time, only a couple of them seemed like were out there. And Eeekk, so Eeekk was, it's spelled, I think, Eeekk with an exclamation mark. So another friend of mine, another collector, Craig, who I did a video on a game I got from him a while ago also when I did Wall Street. So Craig has a pretty amazing collection of these super rare circuit boards. So he brought, it was actually, I think he had the marquee too, the art kit with it. So anyways, we set that up in my Miss Pac-Man cabinet, which for the most part was drop-in, swappable with a Miss Pac setup. So we had Eeekk in that tournament, and that's really the only time I've ever seen one or played one was at that tournament 3.5 years ago. So I'm excited to actually play and have one in my collection through the BitKit. So thank you again, Aaron, for doing that. And I believe Craig was instrumental in helping with that also, helping him be able to test it against actual hardware to see if it was, matching essentially. So, but yeah. So another thing I wanted to show. Gotta take a drink. I forgot. I don't know if I showed these or not when we had the Grinkfest 7. Part of the little swag bags, they made these little coasters, kind of disposable coasters, but they do actually last a long time. So kind of cool that it has the logo on it. And then as a surprise gift, one of the fans of the show, he actually made these. These are like a really hard board, and he laser cut them. So it actually says Arcade Hangout. That's our logo. So the Arcade Hangout we do on Tuesday nights. It was really cool. He just made a handful of these for the host of the show. So thank you for that. I don't know if he'll see this video, but yes, thank you very much for that. Really cool. So the beer I'm going to pair up with this game tonight is by one of my favorite breweries also, Alvarado Street Brewing. And they came out with this. It's basically kind of a Halloween type theme. Maybe they come out with it once a year. I think it's been about a year since I've seen it come out. So it's called Spooky Juice. So it's a hazy Northeast style IPA. So actually it looks like it's a double IPA. So yeah, we're going to pair that up with Eeekk. So I'm going to go ahead and get the camera set up in front of the game. Maybe kind of show the menu of the games that have been updated with BitKit, and we'll get into some gameplay. So I do have a lot more stories to tell about my BMX stuff too. That was kind of fun, talking about the forks and whatnot. I didn't only make super heavy overbuilt stuff. I actually was also making lighter weight bikes. I had a couple race frames, some mountain bike products, and I was in the process of developing kind of the next wave of bike designs with integrated headsets and the smaller bottom brackets, and using butted tubing, air hardened tubing and stuff like that. So it was expensive stuff, but I was just barely starting to work on that, but now a lot of that seems kind of standard. So anyways, I'll show some of that some more later, but yeah. So okay, so let's go ahead and we'll cut over to the machine, and we'll talk about the machine real quick maybe, and then well, no, let's see, we'll crack open the beer, talk about that a little bit, and then we'll break into the gameplay, talk about the game and the system and stuff. So all right, cheers everyone. Ooh. Okay, work on those 12-ounce lifts. Okay, here we are in front of the games. Before I forget though, there's a few things I need to mention. You may have seen, I forgot about this because I'm making this video before doing editing, so I have a new intro that, if it works out right, you will have already have seen it, and I want to say a huge thank you to my good buddy Adam G. Adam, local friend. You may have seen a pairing I did with him maybe a year and a half or so ago, with his game he had at the time, Flicky. Anyways, he extended a favor out to someone he knows to help make a new intro video for my channel. So hopefully it comes out right. And but yeah, I'm gonna play it again here in a second. So. So I gotta say, he knocked it out of the park. I was really set back, impressed by it. It kind of ties into the whole theme of everything. So he basically took a opening scene, I think, from the arcade game Tapper, and kind of changed the logo out to make it like my channel here. So really awesome. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Love it. Now I really miss my Tapper. I had a Tapper for a couple years. Sold it a couple years ago. I wish I could find one again. They're just so expensive. So anyways, thank you again, Adam. That was killer. Love it. Oh, and by the way, Adam, I think if my memory it's a little fuzzy, if my memory's correct, I think he was the one who suggested I even start a channel like this, because we were always talking about beer, and he knows I had a collection of games, and I enjoy having them together and talking about stuff, and he suggested I do this. I think that's how it went down. Either that, or I was talking about doing it, and then he suggested the name, call it Arts and Craft with Gack. I don't know. Anyways, yes, so thanks again, Adam. So anyways, and the other thing I wanted to talk about was it's actually Black Friday. So Thanksgiving was yesterday. I had planned on doing this Wednesday night, which is when the new BitKit update was released. I just wound up messing around with it too much, and it got too late yesterday with Thanksgiving and family and all that. Just didn't have time to really get to it. So here I am tonight doing it. So we're on. It's Friday, also known as Black Friday. So that kind of ties into kind of a spooky theme, right? So spooky juice with Eeekk will be the game. There's the CraftyMech logo. But yeah, so I did want to show while I'm here. This is my Miss Pac-Man cabinet that an actual Eeekk was in about 3.5 years ago at California Extreme. So anybody who was there at California Extreme in 2016, they probably hopefully got a chance to play it in this machine. But yeah, super cool. So and then this machine I got a few years ago. It was originally a Super Pac-Man, which is kind of in the series of Pac-Man games. I think this was the next one. It's hard to tell. I get mixed up because I know it was Pac-Man, then Miss Pac-Man, and then it seems like Baby Pac-Man and Super Pac-Man came out around the same time. I'm not sure. Anyway, so this was a Super Pac-Man cabinet. You can tell by the notches on the sides, and they had a logo that looked like a Pac-Man on the sides of the machine. It had been converted to who knows what, maybe multiple times. By the time I got it, it was converted to Circus Charlie. And Circus Charlie is just, it's a really strange game to do a kit in this machine, but I guess, so I have all the parts still, but yeah, I wound up turning this into kind of like a swappable circuit board game with the JAMA interface, which is perfect for the BitKit. So that's what I have running under the hood is the BitKit. Actually, what I should do is I need to crack this sucker open. Yeah, so Spooky Juice by Alvarado Street Brewing. It's a double IPA, 8.1%. It's a Northeast style hazy IPA. So let's go ahead and crack it open. And I've got the perfect glass for it, the Alvarado Street glass. I was lucky enough to actually get to the brewery. When was that? I think beginning of August, so a few months ago. It's about a 3.5-4 hour drive from here, so it's not really super convenient. But there's local bottle shops and stuff that get their beers in, so at least I have that. Very fortunate. Oop. Delicious. So super spooky, really thick. It's a darker orange color. Smells amazing. It's got all the good stuff that makes a nice Northeast style hazy IPA. So let's see here. I'm gonna hold it this way. So we got the glass here. Hopefully you can see that. And Spooky Juice. And we're gonna be pairing that with Eeekk. I'll show Eeekk here in a moment. But let me go ahead and take a swig of this. It's rich, very it's kind of sweet, but delicious. So good. So here he has, this is part of the new BitKit. He's got a track screen that kind of scrolls through small screen grabs of games. And then he talks about how you adjust the gameplay. But I think if I move the joystick here, it'll go to it. Yeah, so I didn't set them necessarily in any alphabetical order, but these are the games that I loaded into it. So there's lots to choose from here. Amidar, Scramble, Turtles, Nibbler. There's different versions and revisions of Nibbler. I believe revision 6 was the most commonly used one. Fantasy, Hangly Man. It's some kind of variation of Pac-Man. Pioneer Balloon. Those are Rockola games, very rare. Vanguard. That's a fun game. It's a joystick with like 4 buttons to shoot in the directions. Zarzan. I never really played that one too much. Eyes. Jim Bodini. If you've seen Dinky Flicks, you'll see a lot of his gameplay. No one is better than him on that game. Good friend, also on the Hangout. So, Mr. TNT, I believe that's a Pac-Man based hardware, Pac-Man hardware based game. Agor, I think that's sort of like Eyes. Titan, the Glob, Beastie Feasty. Beastie Feasty and the Glob, I believe, are essentially the same game. Lizard Wizard, Pango, Anteater, Frogger, Super Cobra, Jump Bug, that's another Rockola game. Joyman, that's probably some variation of Pac-Man hack. Abscam, I think also a Pac-Man hack. Tasmania, which I actually have a Tasmania cabinet, so maybe at some point I'll restore that back to a Tasmania and I'll just have it set to boot to this game. So here's Eeekk. I'll roll through the rest of them on the menu, but this is the game we're going to be playing. Crush. So Eeekk is, they came out with 4 new games on Wednesday. So Eeekk, Crush Roller, Triple Punch, what was the other one now? And The End, I believe. Those are the 4 games he came out with. Back to Tasmania, Amadar. Okay, so let me get back to Eeekk. Work my way through here. Eeekk. So on here it says press player 1 to select the game, and then player 2 start for options. It says hold player 1 start plus player 2 start to exit game, to go back to the main menu. So these are the player 1 and 2 start buttons. So if I just press player 1, it selects that game. So here it is, there's Eeekk. So here we have Eeekk in the BitKit by CraftyMech. The game was originally developed by EPOS, E-P-O-S, back in 1984. I know this because I can read it on the screen. I'm cheating. So yeah, you can see the name at the top there with the triple E double K with the exclamation mark. So yeah, so we're gonna pair up Spooky Juice by Alvarado Street with Eeekk. Why not? Yeah. All right. So Eeekk. The camera's a little bit in my way, but that's fine. Should work out. Let's see here. So at the bottom, you can see there now it says copyright 1984, EPOS Corporation. Eeekk. So he calls them exorcists for the scores. It says bonus Sydney at 20,000 points. So Sydney, I guess apparently is your ghost, because you're this ghost character that goes around, and I believe the gameplay is, see, it says help Sydney punch out all of the goblins. So you go around and hit your punch button. You can get the bats too. It looks like you just kind of go around, and that's how you clear the level out. The witch there or whatever that flies in, I'm not sure. Like I said, I've only played this a couple times, and that was about 3.5 years ago. Really busy doing stuff there at CAX that year, so didn't even get much chance to play it. But alright, so let's go ahead and, so I press player 1 to get into the game, and I believe I press player 2 twice to coin up. So there it adds 1 credit. Let's see here. So just press player 1 to start. And you're the ghost at the bottom here. So I'm going to go along and get, so I hit the button here to get that dude. I don't know if there's any other little hidden stuff. I'm not sure. Oh no! The bat got me. Let's see here. There's a kind of little shop of horrors plant there. Did I get a bonus? Oh, I got an extra life. Is it 20,000 points you get an extra life? And then do I need to get the bat? Nope. So you just got to go around and get all the goblins, like, apparently. Oops. What's this one? Get these little dudes instead. Oh. Come on. Got that one. That cleared out. Alright. Well, not too bad so far. Okay, so that one, oh, there's a door there. I gotta look out for the spiders here. Oh, come on. Gotta wait here for the dude. Okay. Alright. Got him. Oh, got two. Nice. Oh no, see, I only have 10,000 points. I have 15,000 points, so I didn't get an extra life. I don't know what that was about. Oh no, the spider got me. Huh, so it's kind of an irregular pattern. That spider goes up and down. Oh, how'd I miss that? Player one, game over. Alright, I gotta play this one again. I feel like I could do better on that. Great score, player one. And do my initials here, or this is my tag, handle, whatever. So look at that, first place. Okay, so I'm gonna add another credit. Press left to start at level 1. I guess you has a continue feature. That might be a BitKit thing where it allows you to continue. I'd have to check that, but I feel like I'm too new at this. I should just start from the beginning. Okay. Alright. Oh, the bat got me. Dang it. So it's like it saves the goblins you got rid of, but it makes you start at the bottom of the screen again. Oh, you can't use your little scare button. While you're going up and down stairs. Come here, little dudes. Not bad. Oh, so he's kind of like hidden behind there. So it just seems like you can kind of spam the fire button there whenever you get close to stuff. Okay, let's see here. What's hidden in here? Oh no! See if I can make it past this level at least. So, like, I love these kind of games where it's just kind of simple, the gameplay. It's kind of like quirky little artwork. But, you know, it's kind of ramps up quick there. I'm going to try this one more time. Maybe third time's a charm. Let's see. So it's just one button. I believe it's a 4-way stick, one button. And I believe on the one that drops into Miss Pac-Man. Oh, see, that's insert coin to continue. Well, why not? Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go to the right to continue. We'll see if that starts. Yeah. So there we go. Starts me on a higher level. But it's just kind of like a goofy little, silly, fun-looking art. Kind of a simple controls. But it seems like to get good at it, it takes, you know, probably a lot of practice. Okay. I have no idea if there's bonus levels or what else goes on. Oh! So you can hit furniture, maybe? No? Maybe there's bonus points you can... Oh! Maybe there's bonus points you can get. See, that couch disappeared. That's kind of interesting. Seems like, oh, there's lightning going on that poster. Okay. So I tagged the witch, whatever that did. Oh, got lucky there. So there's kind of a pattern going on. Oh, no. Alright, I feel like I just gotta play one more level. You know, it definitely feels like you're cheating by continuing. So that wouldn't be like the normal way I'd want to do it. Maybe there's only... Oh, no, still can continue. I just kind of want to see what some of these levels look like. Oh, how did I miss that? What the heck? Oh, how'd that guy appear at the bottom there? Maybe is it kind of rearrange him? That should do it, right? Yeah. That was level 6. Oh. Oh no. Alright, well I think that's pretty good. I have no clue as to how many different levels there are, but that's a really fun game for sure. So if you ever get a chance to play the game, or definitely get a BitKit in order to do it, absolutely. So there we go. Eeekk Exorcist. Oh, I saw that on the list there. Had a KMC on the scoreboard. That's Kumo Craig. I noticed that handle. Let's see. Will it go back to the high score table? Sydney's watching out. While she's gone, help Sydney punch out all the goblins before they destroy the furnishings. Oh, that's what's going on. So when they turn the solid color of the background, they're damaging the furniture in the level. So you have to basically scare them all off before they damage all the furniture, it looks like. And I imagine you get more points the less damaged furniture when you clear out the level, the more points you get. I'm pretty sure that's would probably be the case. Huh. That's pretty cool. Alright, there we go. So 7th place, KMC. That's AJR. That might be Aaron, CraftyMech. So Okay, all right. Well, I think that's good. Now I'm gonna go edit this up. I'm looking forward to playing this more. So, love these kind of games. Okay, cheers, everyone. All right, so that was Eeekk paired up with Spooky Juice by Alvarado Street Brewing. Good times. Again, shout out to Aaron at CraftyMech for making such an awesome new setup with the BitKit, FPGA-based game that'll allow you to play all these really rare, impossible to find, quirky games, which I love, of course. So yeah, thank you again. And another shout out to Adam for making that awesome intro. I think maybe I'll throw it in as an outro too. Why not? So enjoy, everyone. Cheers.